Oh, y'all, Errol Spence Jr. is back on that Thanos stuff again.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Woo! Thanos ain't no joke. It brought you back to me. So join me, your man, Amazing Eric, aka the Jedi Knight, as I give you 2 reasons why Errol Spence Jr. is way better than you think he is. And you should be excited right now, cause your favorite boxing show is back on.
Amazing Eric Entertainment.
Let's go! Woo! E-fam, what's good? It's been a while, but your boy is back. Listen, if you haven't yet, like the video, comment on the video, and most of all, subscribe to the channel. Now listen up, I got something to talk to y'all about today. Every now and then in boxing, a fighter comes along who is elite, who is special, but from the eye test, he just doesn't look like it. You know he's a good fighter, but you keep expecting him to get beat because given the eye test, he just doesn't look that special. But he goes in with top-notch competition and they come out looking like this. Look at that. Look at Danny's eye. No disrespect to Danny. Danny is a top-notch great fighter. But this is what I'm saying. Fighters like Spence go in with great fighters like Danny Garcia and they come out looking like this. Look at that eye. It's so sore. It looks like one of those apples that a wicked witch in a Disney movie has cursed and turned black and now it's sore like it's full of pus. Oh, Danny, I'm sorry. Then you see other elite fighters. Think Terence Crawford. This dude is elite. This dude can fight. Absolutely one of the nastiest fighters I've ever seen. But you see guys like this and you see the flashing speed, you see the knockdowns, you see people getting snot knocked all out of their nose, and you say, I can see how people think he's elite. But then you get a guy like Spence and he's right on that same level, and some reason your eyes just tell you he's not that good, but he is that good. And I'm here to show you today. So I'm not gonna waste any more time. The first reason why Errol Spence Jr. is way better than you think he is.
What you see is not what you get.
And I'm getting ready to do it right now. I gotta expose something. I'm sorry, EJ. You know I'm a big fan, bruh, but I gotta put your secret plan out there. Errol Spence Jr. has a secret plan. I'm telling you, he lulls his opponents to sleep. He acts like he's so bored, he's tired, he has no energy. Then all of a sudden the bell rings and he pounces on him. It is his secret weapon. I'm sorry, EJ. Y'all saw him in the press conference. The press conferences leading up to the biggest fight, his return fight. You saw how he was acting. And here's the thing about the press conference that a lot of you guys don't know. I was there. I got to ask a question. Your man, Amazing Eric, was there. I looked on Fight Hype's coverage of the press conference. Shout out to Fight Hype. You know I love y'all, but y'all didn't show me. I looked on Fight Hub. Shout out to Fight Hub. You know I love y'all, but y'all didn't show me. But guess what? We recorded it. I was there at the press conference. I got to ask a question. I'm gonna show you how it went down right now. Excuse me, Errol, thank you. Thank you for taking the question, bruh. Listen, Amazing Eric with Amazing Boxing. This is your return fight. Everyone's excited. The fans are excited. The media's excited. We can't wait to see you back in the ring. I would like to know right now, how excited are you to perform for us again and to show us what you still have left in the tank? Is he asleep? I mean, Derek, come on. Somebody wake him up. Did he even hear me? Is he asleep?
Yeah. Definitely. I was definitely excited about this fight. You know, I wanted to pick Danny Garcia. Much respect, Danny Garcia. Much respect, his daddy, Angie Garcia. Much respect. I just want to pick a fighter that was gonna push me and be pushed because much respect. Definitely wanted to make sure I came back with somebody to motivate me to show the fans that I'm still exactly where I hope to be. Definitely.
Okay, boy, EJ, your energy is really low. Even the way you got your hat on, bruh, it's like you was real tired. You didn't even put the time into pulling your fit down and lining it up. It's just sitting up on your head, almost like Derek came in like a hacky sack game, like he just, like a cornhole game, like he just lobbed your hat up on your head and however it landed, you just stuck with that. But anyway, I got another question for you, EJ, and I know this one's gonna get you excited. Not only are you coming back, but you're coming back at home. Dallas, Texas, Arlington, Arlington to be more exact, the AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. How exciting is it for you to be able to put on for your hometown crowd? Are you pumped up, EJ?
Definitely, you're right. We don't really care about how no hat fit on our head, for real. I don't even know who hat this is. Like you said, it just got lobbed up on my head by Derek, so definitely we ain't worried about how no hat fit. But as far as the city, yeah, Dallas, Texas, definitely Texas. Always want a good fight, definitely down in Texas against Angel Garcia, Danny Garcia, much respect. And I just was saying that I just was...
Is he asleep again? Derek, wait, man, forget this. And Errol Spence Jr. is not the first elite special level fighter to be like this. Most recently, I think, Andre Ward. Andre Ward was special, an elite level fighter. But something about Andre Ward, people just didn't believe he really was what he was. Even when you saw his fights, you saw him go through the Super Six, beat all the top guys. Something about it, it just wasn't this flashing power, it wasn't amazing speed, but when he got into the ring, he put them hands on you. I think about Andre Ward versus Carl Froch. Antonio Tarver was calling that fight, and he kept saying stuff like, man, something's not right with Froch tonight. I just know he's tight. Maybe he overtrained. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting there watching that fight with my dad, and my dad said, Tarver got it wrong. It's not that Froch is overtrained. It's not that he's tight. Carl Froch's main problem tonight is he in the ring with Andre Ward. Same thing can be said for Errol Spence. When you saw him fighting Mikey Garcia, when you saw him fighting Danny Garcia, you had Goosen calling the fight. And Goosen is an expert. He has forgotten more boxing than I will ever know. But you had Goosen saying stuff like, I don't know, something's just not right with Mikey. Mikey's just showing him too much respect. It's just something going on. This is just not the normal Mikey Garcia. I'll say the same thing to Goosen that my dad said to Tarver. Mikey and Danny's main problem was they was in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. Your second reason Errol Spence Jr. is way better than you think he is.
His elite southpaw jab.
Errol Spence Jr. has an amazing jab from the southpaw stance. One of the best I've ever seen. Off the top of my head, I think Winky Wright, another southpaw who could just beat you up, control you with his lead hand.
See it come out of fake, you see it come straight off top, it goes over his guard, between his guards, over Felix jab, under Felix's jab. The right jab is totally dominating.
Now let me explain to you why Errol Spence Jr.'s jab is so great. It's not just that he has a great jab, it's the fact that it's highly educated. He does so many different things to you with the jab from the southpaw stance. Fighting a southpaw is hard and awkward enough, but when that southpaw can control you and use an educated jab against you, you are lost in the ring. Now let me show you a few examples of what I'm talking about. When he's using it as a rangefinder, just keeping you out there on the end of his jab to where even if he's missing his jab, you can't attack him back. Look at this. Look how he got Mikey out here. Look at the arm placement. There is no way from this long jab that Errol Spence has that Mikey can attack him. He keeps you on the end of his jab, and he has extremely long arms for his height. Now let's look at it when he throws it as a power jab. Look at this. Ooh, he putting that jab all up in Mikey's life. Look at Mikey's hair. Look how it's just expanding. The eyes, the nose is turning. That's a power jab. Look at him doing it against Danny. Look at this. He's trying to put that glove in Danny's mouth. This is a power punch. It hurts you. It waters your eyes. It disorients you. Then he will take it from there and he'll do this. He'll take it down to the body. The Mayweather jab, he jabs you to the body. A gas guzzler, it makes you tired. This man has an extremely educated jab and he uses it to control you. And you don't have to take my word for it. Take the word of Danny Garcia himself. When he was asked after the fight, what was different, what was better about Errol Spence than you prepared for? This is what Danny had to say.
I think that was the key to the fight, to be honest. He had a good jab. He used it well.
But the funny thing is, Danny's daddy, Angel Garcia, was saying mess like this.
He didn't kill you with that jab, you just didn't counter the jab. You seen everything.
What? And let me tell you something right now, and listen to me, because I'm about to start preaching. A highly educated jab will make a great fighter look very ordinary. I'ma say it again, because some of y'all didn't hear it. A highly educated jab will make a great fighter look extremely ordinary in the boxing ring. Think Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. If y'all sitting out there saying Canelo can't fight, you tripping. Canelo Alvarez can fight. Floyd Mayweather gets in the ring. Floyd is not even known for his jab. But if you go back and look at that fight, something I think a lot of people missed, Floyd Mayweather broke out this educated jab on Canelo. He had Canelo off all night, jabbing him in the body, jabbing him up top, flipping the jab, range finding, power jab. Canelo was thrown off from the jab alone, and Canelo Alvarez, a great fighter, looked extremely ordinary in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. And if you saw this man, Errol Spence Jr. beat Danny Garcia, and you were left feeling like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying he's a bad fighter. I'm not that impressed. I don't know if he's as good as everybody making him out to be. Let me say two things to you real quick. The first thing is, I feel you. I understand how watching some of his fights can make you feel that way. But the second thing I need to say to you is, he way better than you think he is. Because what you see is not what you get, and because he has an elite southpaw jab. Until the next one, it's your man, Amazing Eric, y'all. Peace.